And we are on the final episode of this series, Clarity in Life. I was about to say something in the previous episode. I stopped myself. There's a reason why. Because this episode is called The Final Straw. Now, what do I mean by the final straw? What have I talked about all along? I talked about clarity, I talked about assumptions, I talked about complexes, I talked about superiority complex, inferiority complex, I talked about uh, confidence also, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I did talk about confidence. Oh, I'm confident. I talked about confidence. Are you confident that you'll be able to carry on with your confidence? There's a reason why I asked this question. A lot of people today, a lot of jobs, which are, let's say artistic based or like creativity based, and the so called knowledge and degrees and what have you that you have amassed over the years, is all accessible with a click of a button. A few prompts here, a few search items. Chat GPT. I can write a book and I'm not a PhD. I don't know shit about the subject. That's it. And it's out. Somebody types in, okay, castle in the sky, gothic feel, uh, bluish green landscape, trees slightly dark, hollowed out oaks, and that's it. I can't think anymore. Enter. Painting. The dude doesn't know how to make a single stroke, but AI has done it for him. Now, remember what I said in my very first episode of this series. What's going to happen when all your skills and all your qualifications come crashing down? When you're when the marketplace no longer requires your expertise. That's why I need clarity again, isn't it? It's not the end. I mean, people can search various topics. Knowledge doesn't, there's a knowledge or let's say information overload on the internet. And a lot of people just type in prompts and whatever and outcome, the answers to your questions. Do you have the clarity that what the answer that you got, are you sure that that's the real right answer? Do you have that clarity? Most of us will be like, no, it's right. I mean, whatever it said, it's AI. It's supposed to be right. No, it's not supposed to be right. It's still in its infancy. Of course, AI is helping our jobs. I mean, things are happening faster. Things are happening much faster. But things are happening faster with problems. In the sense, there'll be a slight glitch somewhere in a VFX. Let's say, for example, a shot in a VFX shot, someone's done something, and AI is like immediately taken out a render, but they're like, oh no, there's something missing here. There's something missing here in this shot. Do you have clarity of your knowledge in whatever field you are in? Because don't forget, artificial intelligence, okay, was created by superior intelligence. Okay? Have you ever thought how complex our brain is? Have you actually worked on your brain? Okay, how much of a percentage of your brain can you actually use? 5%? 10%? 15%? You do realize I'm talking absolute rubbish. You do realize that, right? Because Einstein only used 5% of his brain. That was Einstein. So, and dolphins, well, I think they use 20% of their brains. And they're considered one of the smartest animals on the planet. I may be wrong, 20, 25%. But yeah, they're damn smart. So I ask you this question once again. However knowledgeable you think you are, or you pose to be, or you would assume that you're intelligent, here comes AI. You'll find out mistakes in that very transcript if you know your subject. You'll find mistakes in that piece of art if you know your subject. You know, there's one thing that AI cannot replicate: the human element. We are eons away from that happening. They can't even replicate that as of now. And that, my friends, is what I call clarity. There will always be humans around when there is something to do with creativity, when there's something, to do with emotions, when there's something to do with humanity. I have that clarity. And you just understood by what I just said that assumptions are a dangerous thing. So don't assume that things are going to get worse if AI comes in. It's up to us to use that to make our job easier, not to steal jobs. I hope you understand this, because this truly is the final straw. This is the final straw that broke the camel's back. If you think, I know it all, how much do you know? How clear are you? How much clarity do you have? Think about it.